I saw it on like Magic Mike, so I don't know how factual this is. And it looks like
it's a research.
and it looks like it's like a tube that kind of strangles it, which I guess maybe might going to like the morgue and taking like dead
penis
people's
transplant.
penises.
Well, you know, there's penis pumps that actually go inside, like they're permanent.
What?
Yeah.
There are a few clients that I think need to know about this. So Mark got caught out by one of our longtime friends who I saw in the weekend, and she's like, so this season I noticed that Mark has always had a hat on. And I was like, you know, I didn't pick up on that. She's like, yeah, last season he wasn't always in a hat.
Yep. Hair's going. Yep.
Well, thank you for putting that big dick energy out in the world for other men that might be struggling with. This episode of the Kat and Mark Show is brought to you by our sponsors, Raven Management. Raven specializes in accounting and financial services for the adult industry. Today we have a very special guest on, Kayla Lee. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me.
Welcome. It's good to have you.
I'm happy to be in Sydney.
Yeah, you literally jumped straight off a plane and came straight here.
I literally left my bags at the airport. At the airport. At the airport, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
And I walked here.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you brought the weather with you. It's nice today. Damn.
It is beautiful
oh my God,
weather.
yes, it is a good day today.
Yeah.
It's been... Yeah, so we record in Sydney for anyone that didn't know. And the weather's been... Has the weather been like bipolar? Has it been bipolar in Queensland as well, or is it just in Sydney?
No, it has. I haven't been in Queensland the last 4 days, but I've been watching it. It's like one day it's like this and next it's like torrential rain.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Although, to be fair, I've got a fucking festival tomorrow, okay?
Where?
It's meant to be raining tomorrow.
Is it? Okay, because...
Where's the festival?
It'd be at Homebush.
Okay.
Yeah, Dream State. You might actually like it.
What kind of music is it?
Techno, trance.
Okay, no. Why would you think I would like that?
I knew you wouldn't.
All festivals these days are either techno or drum and bass.
And to everybody listening, Mark is drinking a chocolate milk.
Oh, fuck off. All right. For anyone watching and not listening, all right, it says iced coffee. All right, so go
but
fuck
it's
yourself.
nippies.
It's what? Okay, it is nippies, yeah. It does look like a little kid's drink, but...
Because it is a little kid's
Fuck
drink.
you.
They used to sell those at my school canteen.
Listen, I was running late. I was going to get Starbucks, and I was like, you know what? I'll get here early
You were
to
gonna
help
get
Kat set
Starbucks
up.
like
And
an adult.
this is the thanks I get.
Do you know there's
okay?
like 10 coffee shops within like a 2-minute walking radius?
But I was running late, yeah. And it takes
You
like
had
5
time
minutes
to buy a
make
hat
coffee.
though.
I literally got...
All right, to be fair, I bought the hat first, and then I looked at my watch. I was like, I'm running late. I can either buy a kid's drink or I can get a real man drink, but I'll be late, okay? I decided to be on time for you. So go fuck yourself. How would you rate this a kid's drink or an adult's drink? There is a straw coming out of the thing. I just realized
There's
that.
a straw.
Look, the marketing is more kids.
Okay.
But because it's coffee, I'd say it's adults.
Okay, not suitable as a complete milk drink for children under the age of 2 years old. So it's at least for plus 2 years. Really, when you think
So
about
you're
it.
at least 2 years old.
Yeah. Recommended for real strong masculine adults with a dominant big dick energy. There you go. It
With
is.
it's with
for
a
me,
big
yeah.
dick.
Yeah. It's big dick drink only. Okay? Go fuck yourself.
You know what? I feel like that would be... Imagine there was like a drink that like the whole marketing was like, yeah, this is for people with big dicks.
Exactly. You just
If
walk around
only.
with
If only.
it. Yep.
I did see... Like,
But what if they lie? Isn't this the whole car industry? Isn't that what they try to do? Like, hey, if you got a big dick, get this car. And then everyone just thinks they have small dicks because they're compensating.
you know what I seen the other day? So I was booking a facial. So the place I go to get one of my needling facials, it's like a cosmetic place. So they do like... There's surgeons there and they do other stuff as well. And a thing like popped up on their website and it was for penis enlargement. And I didn't even know that was a real surgery. I always just thought that was like a myth.
No, it's a thing.
What do they do? Do they
No.
just take a dead person's penis and sew it onto you?
Nah, from memory,
I'm intrigued.
I know.
There's from what I understand.
Tell us about when they did it on you.
So when I got it done last year, okay, this is why I could buy this drink, okay? I needed the surgery first. Is from what I understand, there's like a ligament that they cut or extend. And so I don't think they're technically increasing the length of the penis itself, but just how much it protrudes out. I think that's one surgery. I'm sure there's others where they do some fancy shit, but that's the one I know about. Then there's also, I know guys that do like exercises for it, like they do stretching and penis pumps and stuff like that. And
What? Is that a
apparently-
real thing?
Yeah, apparently that can help. But I haven't looked into it enough. I'm not sure.
What does a penis pump even do? Because I know that it like strangles your penis, doesn't it? I've seen it briefly on movies, but I don't know how. I saw it on like Magic Mike, so I don't know how factual this is. And it looks like
this is a research.
and it looks like it's like a tube that kind of strangles it, which I guess maybe might. Because, you know, when blood is, I guess, like rushing, it might make it look longer if there's more blood in it. So that kind of maybe makes a little bit of sense. But yeah, the penis enlargement thing, I was literally like sitting there thinking like, are they just going to like the morgue and taking like dead people's penises?
Well, you know, there's penis pumps that actually go inside, like they're permanent.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, fill us in.
I saw a gentleman a few months back and he had one.
What?
Yeah. He didn't tell me until after we had our intimate time.
Did it look like a normal penis?
I couldn't.
Did it work the same?
Yes, but the difference is one side of his balls he pumps it up, and there's something inside that pumps it up. And when he's done,
so did it make it longer or harder? Or
it just makes it like a normal sized erection. And then when he's done and he's finished, he uses the other side of the ball and deflates the pump. Wow. It works exactly like a normal...
Do you know why he got that done? Like, was there a medical necessity?
He was having a few erectile dysfunction problems.
So that's... Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to be writing this down.
He tried all of that.
There are a few clients that I think need to know about this.
So, hang on. Did you try it out? Were you like, can I pump a testicle?
Yep. We were just laying in bed and I was like, I have to do it.
Is it like a button?
Yeah. Think of it like, I don't know, just something squishy.
It's like one of those toys that you...
Yes. So he let me do it and I did that and it just went...
Wow.
And then I was done and then it just deflates.
Did he tell you any more? Like, is this painful to get done? Does it feel weird when he pumps it up?
He went over to like, I think Hong Kong. He said he paid about 20,000, sorry. Not 20. Yeah.
$20, just
I wish.
Pump. Yeah. 20. Okay,
yeah.
Interesting.
But the thing is, it's there for life because there's some type of muscle. He told me that they do cuts.
Yeah.
So once that's cut, then
GG.
you're done.
Yeah.
So I think like implants, every so many years you have to have it replaced.
Wow. We need to look into this.
But I was so intrigued.
Yeah.
So there's a permanent penis pump.
This is insane.
Well, yeah, I guess not many people. So it's interesting that not many people really, I guess, talk about like surgeries for men other than maybe even hair transplants. But actually, you know,
we were just talking about
hair transplants.
She's like, you should go to Turkey.
Oh, no. You're revealing it on the podcast now. So, okay. I'm so sorry.
Well, thank you. It's not a big deal.
I thought it is a big deal for men.
I think for men that are a little bit insecure, like I don't give a fuck.
It's because you got a big dick, so that's
it. I make up for it. No, I knew from a very young age that I was going to go bald at some stage because all my family is bald. So I was like.
So Mark got caught out by one of our longtime friends who I saw in the weekend, and she's like, "So this season, I noticed that Mark has always had a hat on." And I was like, I didn't pick up on that. She's like, yeah, last season he wasn't always in a hat.
Yep. Hair's going. Yep.
Well, thank you for putting that big dick energy out in the world for other men that might be struggling with this.
No, so we were talking about hair transplants and going to Turkey. But then I was saying, like, the problem with that is you need to maintain your hair because otherwise you may have even had clients like this. There's some guys that are like end up being bald, but then they just have the hand transplant left, and so it just looks really fucking creepy.
Have you seen that? Oh,
yeah. You can
the
Google
way you
it.
laughed, I was like, yeah,
looks really bad. So then you can take medication to stop it, but when I take that medication, my dick doesn't work at all. Like I need a penis pump at that point. It's gone. Like the medication, it can happen in about like 2% of guys, and it fucks with your hormones a little bit. And literally that month that I took it, just zero libido, could not get, and I was like, I can't live my life.
It's not
like
worth
this.
it. Yeah. It's not worth it.
Take my hair.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's why I'm so accepting of it. I'm like, listen, I'll take the dick any day.
Yeah,
if I can shave my head, not a problem.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, yeah, so any men dealing with that struggle.
Yep, I'm here for you, okay? Listen, we'll get through this together, don't worry.
But no, it's true. Men don't really talk about procedures for men much, and it seemed like kind of.
I think men to men do. Like this is the thing. Like
do you and your friends talk about like, oh, we should go get our facelifts together?
Not facelifts, like hair stuff, dick stuff. Like even in so I do like dating coaching as well on the side, and like between us, like we're very open about it. Like we'll be on stream to like 100, 200 guys and we'll be talking about like hair loss and stuff. I think within guys, it's fine.
Okay.
The cosmetic stuff, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So okay, other than hair, which I know is a massive thing for guys, but do guys talk about any other things? Like, oh, I don't really like my jawline. Like I know a jawline is like a thing for guys. I know a few guys that have gotten like a jawline reshaping thing.
Yeah. I think the problem is, okay, you're speaking to someone that like, I'm
that
very open about
perfect.
all this. Yeah, true. I never needed to. No, what I'm saying is like...
when you're looking at perfection here, so I wouldn't know what that feels like.
Around me and my friends and me and my students, I tend to lead by being very open. So I think around my friends in my group, we'd talk like, guys would be like, oh, what facial hair looks better, or should I get like fucking minoxidil on my hair so it grows? All this shit is like normal between us. But I'm sure if you spoke to like guys just out there in the wild, maybe they're not going to be chatting to their friends being like, should I get some Botox? What do you reckon? I don't think that's probably going to happen.
No.
Yeah, because have you ever had clients that like just don't want to take their hat off?
Yeah. Or like don't want to take certain things off because they're so self-conscious.
I had a client once who like he had to keep his jumper on. He was quite young too. He was like younger and he had like really bad acne and he said that that's what it was. And he came out of like the bathroom and he was like literally just like naked except for this jumper, and I was like, I was like, do you want to, I don't know. At first I was just trying to be playful. I was like, oh, you're wearing too many clothes. And then he was like, no, this has to stay on. And I was like, oh, like, is everything okay? Then he's like, yeah, I've got like really bad like acne on my back and whatnot. But yeah, and then I've had a few other ones that, well, they will eventually take their hat off, but they're very like reluctant and hesitant to take their hat off. And then like they'll take it off and be like, oh, like, I'm sorry, like I lost all my hair. And I'm like, I don't care.
I'm like, how am I meant to kiss you when you have a hat on?
Yeah,
we just butt heads. I don't think
girls,
unless you're wearing it backwards.
Yeah. Like my girl, every time like we're out and I'm wearing a hat and shit, like I'll go and I'm like just pecking her in the fucking forehead with my hat. It's the most annoying thing.
What a backwards caps, is that still cool, or is that
But then
not
you're
cool
gonna
anymore?
fucking tease me. I'm gonna have a backwards hat. You're gonna be like, you little fucking milk, you got a backwards hat.
I wore a backwards hat on one of our episodes.
Loser.
I love backwards hats on men.
I'm a 90s baby. Backwards hats was cool growing up. The one strap backpack and a backwards hat, and that was
I need it.
I know that was, you weren't cool at school if that's how you like, you didn't have your bag with one strap and your hat turned around.
Maybe I'll try the backwards hat. I'll give it a go. Next episode, okay?
I'm imagining it.
I'll be watching out for it.
Yeah. It's too funny.
Oh my god.
So what's the most clothed guy you ever had sex with then? Has anyone ever come out like just fully dressed and just
oh my god,
out?
yeah. I had to start telling clients to come out in their underwear or in a towel, because they would like come out fully dressed, belt on and everything, and I'm just like socks on, shoes on and everything, and I'm just like, how am I supposed to like really sexily take your loafers off and stuff like that? And
it actually happened to me last night.
Oh, no way. What happened?
He came out of the shower like fully complete, even had his wallet back in his pocket.
They do sometimes. Yeah, so I've had to, it doesn't happen often, but I had to just start telling guys, if I got like the sense that maybe they don't do this very often, I'm like, come out.
To be fair,
come out
like,
in your underwear and the towel, please, not fully clothed.
Do you know what he's probably thinking, right? Because if I put myself in this guy's position, do you know when you go to a massage parlor, we might have spoken about this. It's like, I'm always questioning, like, how much am I taking off here? Because am I just going to fucking butt? We spoke about this.
Spoke about
butt
this
naked,
once.
or am I and so I can imagine, like, if you get an escort for the first time and they're like, oh, do you mind just having a shower before we start? You have that shower, then you go out and you're like, am I just naked manning this? Like, if I walk out, is she going to be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, that's why I say underwear or towel. So it's there's a little bit of a buffer, so it's not as weird. But you know what?
Leave something to the imagination.
I think I did a poll. I think maybe it could have been on my Twitter or something like that. We might have spoken about this as well on the show. And I asked like a few people, like, like, do you prefer, like, what do you prefer me like wearing? And most guys said just be naked. And I was like, I don't spend tens of thousands of dollars on lingerie and heels and stockings and things to just have it sitting in the cupboard while I'm just there naked. But guys, they just love it. They just want a naked girl on the bed waiting for them.
Not happening.
Didn't you say that as well once? I'm pretty sure I asked you and you were like, yeah, naked.
No, I prefer pajamas.
Oh, that's right. But then you said, if not pajamas, then naked. I think you said.
I've actually been getting a lot of gym outfit requests
saw
lately.
That. I got a gym outfit request the other day. So.
Yeah, I can do that.
I find that it's the more you post in something, if they follow you, then, because I get requests for things that I wear on my socials, like, oh, that dress that you posted last week when you went to dinner with your cousin, like, yeah, can you wear that one, please?
Sure.
Or gym outfits, because I post at the gym all the time as well, and so do you. You're always posting at the gym. But I know it's interesting like that, is it? Do you get a lot of people that follow you a lot on social media? And
a lot more than I actually thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you find that? I find like when I get someone that's like, oh, like, yeah, I've like followed you for like, you know, however long and whatnot, I get kind of, it makes me nervous. I'm like, oh my God, so much pressure. Like,
I'm like, you know so much about me.
yeah, I almost feel like pressured that I'm like, oh, now I have to like, I have like a reputation to live up to. I've got to be like extra cool. Do you feel that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's weird when, it feels like they do know you. Like they might mention things or ask you questions and you're like, oh fuck, I forgot like you know my life.
Yeah.
Kinda.
It's like I said, I've seen your apartment all over Instagram, but it's the first time I've walked into it.
Yeah.
I feel like I know where things are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so how did you get into... Did you start with escorting first or OnlyFans first?
Escorting.
Escorting first.
Yeah, it's actually
usually
really
it's the other way around.
weird way to start. So I used to have a hair salon quite some time ago.
Okay.
And one of my staff members kind of was dabbling into the industry, and she'd always come into the salon with like wads of $100.
So did you know at this point, or were you just like mysterious?
No,
what the
she
fuck
hadn't
is
said
this?
anything because she was only casual. So she'd only been there like 2-3 days a week. And I was like, I'm not paying you that much. And she was like, well, I've started doing this. I was like, okay. And I think it took a few months, and I was like, I could never do that.
Oh, that was me too.
And it wasn't because of like disgusting. It was just the fact that I don't have that confidence. No one's going to like me. No one want to book me.
Yep. I know the
As
feeling.
I think most women, that's what you go through your mind before you step into the industry. Or you compare. The first thing you know is you jump online, you're like, oh no, look at all them. They're like models. I don't look like that.
And so a big fear is if I put myself out there, I might not get chosen, and it feels like a little bit of a rejection in a way.
Yeah.
Okay. So what made you take that leap then from, fuck, I don't think I could do this, to let's give it a go?
Well, I was a salon owner working about 42 hours a week, earning $1,000.
Yeah, I know the feels, girlfriend. I know the feels.
Yep.
Business. My staff were getting paid almost, not
Almost
quite,
as
but
much as
almost
you, yeah.
as much as I was.
So yeah, it felt very unfair.
And
then.
I was
You're
like, what am I doing?
Yeah, and it's hard. You're on your feet
I'm
all
in my
day. I say this to
mid-20s.
hairdressers all the time. I'm like, how do you deal with standing up all day? That's my worst fear. I've never had a job where I've had to stand up. Like my accounting job, I sat down all day. When I was at uni, I sat down all day. Doing this, I'm lying on my back all day, basically. So
That's true, yeah.
I'm on my knees, I'm on my back.
Yeah.
No, when do I ever, even when we go out to clubs, I'm always sitting down.
Yep.
Otherwise I won't go.
When you get bent over the couch, you're standing.
Oh, there you go.
Very rarely ever happens because I'm too short. Yeah. So usually I'll be like on my knees on like a table or something like that because it's a bit higher.
Just anything to avoid standing, really.
Oh no, seriously. Yeah.
I'm even thinking the photo shoot we did, you stood for like the first 10 seconds and then you were down on the ground.
Yeah.
She just doesn't like to stand. This is why she does the profession. The other girl just non-stander.
Sometimes I have clients, so like, you know, sometimes, which, I mean, this happens a lot where, I mean, I'm sure you know, you probably do too, where a girl will like be giving a guy head and, you know, you get down on your knees and the guy will be like standing there, or you'll be on the bed and the guy will be standing on the edge of the bed getting a head job.
Yeah, we do so much standing.
Sometimes I think like, isn't it uncomfortable them just standing?
Now that
and
I think about
all
it
the time. And they're just there. I mean, they look like they love it.
I didn't realize how hard I was working this whole time, to be honest. I was just so much standing. Yeah.
Dude, that happens, right? Like if a girl's on her knees in front of you sucking your dick, you're standing.
I'm standing, yeah.
That whole time.
When
That's
I'm fucking, I'm bending over, standing.
But it's probably also because the blood's rushing to the penis, which makes it kind of stay more erect.
Ah, okay.
I find a lot of time that's why men tend to stand.
Can I be honest why I stand?
Go.
I got sore knees. Yo, I'm getting old, okay? My knees. I had to go to the doctors to get an x-ray on one of my knees the other day.
It must be a Croatian thing, because have you seen me? Like, I had that knee issue, remember? It was like, I don't know, do you remember when I was limping? Do you remember last year? I'm sure you did. Anyway, last year.
How old are we?
Hurt my knee.
Too old. I'm losing my hair. My knees is. But honestly, like when I'm on the bed and I'm like fucking, it's like most of the time, like, and then after a while it gets sore. I'm like, all right, time to stand. Let's do some hard work here.
Okay, so maybe it's actually better for clients, especially my older gentlemen.
Older guys, I think it's much. I don't know if they've got knee problems like I do, but it's much more.
Well, I think a lot of people have knee issues, or hip issues.
We just sound like three old people on a podcast right now.
Kayla's sitting over there. She got no issues. She's just judging
true.
us.
No.
I'm perfect.
If
actually,
I'm crouching down to give head, I listen to my knees crack on the way down.
No, so you know what is so embarrassing? So I always talk about how I never like to be on top, and I'm telling you, one of the reasons, which I never say, is because my knees crack when I'm on top. So if I'm bouncing up and down on top, you will literally hear kick, kick, kick. like
It's like, hey, do you know what? If you're
so
worried,
embarrassing.
if you're worried about feeling old, just hold this. Okay, there you go. See, like a little kid now.
oh my god, yeah.
Done.
You drank this?
Yeah, I
like,
finished
really?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
Was
I
it
needed
good?
some caffeine. Yeah,
It was good?
I'll make
It
sure I
was
have
pretty good, I'm
some
not gonna lie.
chocolate milk little
Fuck
boxes next time.
It actually was pretty decent. Yeah.
Oh no, the Nippy's iced coffee is actually quite nice. Like I will.
Well, now we like nippies. Fuck
Because
yourself.
yeah, I used to drink it in like primary school.
Okay, fair. All right. Hang on. Where were we at? We were talking
where
about.
were we at?
Um,
We were talking about
Back to how I got into the
how you
industry.
got into the
that's
industry?
right,
I'm so sorry.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
So back a long time ago,
Yeah, you were
when I
doing
was when I wasn't
salon.
so old.
When you're still a nappy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hair salon,
Before
getting
when it's,
paid.
okay.
Yeah.
$1 an hour basically.
Yeah,
That's what it
basically
felt
nothing.
like.
Yep.
And then one day I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah. And so you
And-
put up an ad, or
Yeah. I
Oh yeah. So did you start at an agency or did you
Nope.
just? Oh my god.
I've always been independent. So for the last pretty much 4 and a bit years, I've been independent from day dot.
So you had like no idea. So that blows my mind because I don't think I would have been. I don't think I would have started if I was just like, one day just thought, oh, let me just put an ad up. So I started at an agency and it was like through a friend who basically.
As most girls do.
Yeah, whirled me down. And I don't think I could have not started like that because I had no idea what I was doing. So I'm like so impressed that you were just like, yeah, I'll figure it out.
I think that's what I was so fearful of as well.
Did you do like iPhone photos for your first photos? I did.
Yep.
My first photos were literally
Yep.
taken on my iPhone with lingerie that was like $10 from some shitty online store.
Yep, they were on my bed, my terrible coloured sheets, and I was like, my tripod with my little clicker.
Yes.
I look back at those old profile photos on my website, and I'm just like,
oh,
Yeah, mine were the same. They were iPhone photos and literally the lingerie. Oh my god, you wouldn't catch me dead in like a $10 lingerie set. Oh my god, so embarrassing.
good
I
old
don't know how
bras and things.
I don't know how
Yeah.
anyone booked me simply from the outfit that I was wearing, which was like you could see it was cheap from like a mile away. Oh my
do you think?
goodness.
Do you think some guys might like the non-professional look? Because like if you go on the site and you see someone with like the amazing photo, do you think there's some guys that might look at a picture like that and think, oh, maybe she's new to this, or there's a type of vibe where it doesn't feel so transactional there or so professional? Do you think there's some guys that are
definitely, because I have quite a few photos in like my selfie gallery that are just like what I've taken in the mirror. I find so many of my gentlemen prefer those than my professional lingerie shoot photos that I've got with all the lighting and the hair and the makeup. So yeah, I find definitely as I'm getting a little bit more older, the more natural, they're like, that's what we prefer.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree. I do see, and that's where things like social media is really important as well.
Yeah.
True.
Because
That's a big one.
because I mean, it's like this in every industry. You've got products and things that are not true to what they say, and I'm sure you hear from a lot of clients that they get scammed or that they'll book a provider doesn't look like her photos. So I think that's where nowadays social media is so important because they can be like, okay, her ad, she looks hot, but does she actually look like this? You can then go to Instagram.
So when you link Instagram.
Yeah, and then be like, oh, okay, that is actually her. She is real. She's not a scam or an AI or whatever the hell is going around these days. But I want to know more about, so you made an ad.
Yep.
And
on
had no
Scarlet
idea
Blue.
what was going on.
Nope.
Did your friend give you like a little crash course?
No.
Did you watch Secret Diary of a Call Girl?
No, not until like years and years later. Nothing.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
read the book that we're currently reading. I did nothing.
Oh, yeah, to everyone listening and watching, Kayla and I are currently reading Samantha X's book, Hooked, and we're both loving it. So yeah.
What's this about?
Oh, it's a. Have you heard of Samantha X?
No.
So she was like the first escort in she was an escort in Sydney, and she went on like a current affair and did like the first like I guess escort interview that was like a nationwide
Yeah, I think
60 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
and then she wrote a book. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But anyway, I digress.
Yep.
But anyway, that book is good to everyone listening. So you had no. So what did you do? So I didn't even know it the first time as well. It's like people have whole different phones and numbers. Did you just use like your phone?
No. Thankfully, I knew had to have a complete separate phone.
She's like, I wasn't stupid.
Never.
Oh no, I was stupid. I used that's how I got banned off Airbnb. Is like when I left my agency and started my ad, I didn't even think about having a separate number, and I just put my phone number, and I was like, oh, I'll get another number soon. And then like 2 weeks later, I went to book an Airbnb and then got banned because they searched my number and my ad came up. Yeah.
Ouch. GG.
So I was stupid.
At least you learnt the hard way.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm banned
Learn
from
your lesson.
Airbnb forever, so that's fine.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
How was the first booking?
Actually, I didn't get paid.
What?
He scammed me.
No.
I was so naive that I couldn't pick up a fake transaction.
Oh, so did he pretend that he transferred?
No, he sent me the screenshot before I got there with like a deposit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't obviously instant and everything looked legitimate. But they're so much better now, I found. But
Jesus.
And then I got there and he paid the remainder. Well, what I thought he did never came.
Damn.
So that was my first experience.
Fucking
I didn't get
hell.
paid. And I'm surprised I went back.
Yeah.
Oh
I was mortified.
I can't believe that was your first experience as well,
Yeah.
because like that doesn't happen. That's not like common.
No.
That's
Thankfully, like he was lovely. He wasn't an asshole, but still.
it's shitty, but I'd almost prefer to be scammed with the money as opposed to just have a really awful in-person experience.
100%.
Right?
100%.
But
And my
it's shitty
first
either
experience
way.
was an awful one, which I say all the time.
Yeah.
I also don't know why I went back. I was like,
I've actually never had an awful experience ever.
Ever?
No. Like obviously there's people I don't like that
But,
much,
yeah,
but
but
they're
it's,
not
like,
awful
not
people.
awful.
Never had an awful experience
That's amazing.
That's rare.
that's almost unheard of, because I'm the same. Like I've had clients that I would rather not have to sleep with.
Yeah.
As we all do, but I've not
But
had
you
anyone.
still do because they're nice people.
Well, that's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
right. And I'm the same. I've not had any people like, oh, tell me your horror stories. I'm like, I don't have any.
Yeah, I don't have a horror
other
story.
than just someone that's a little gross, but that's
I've
not
got
really
things
a
that are
horror
a bit
story.
weird or kinky, but
Yeah.
nothing horrible.
Why do you think that is between you two? Do you think it's a screening process that you do, or you guys have just been lucky?
I think it's probably I'm sure luck. There is probably some luck to it, but it's also, I think, definitely screening. Like, I think you can. Well, I'm sure you've been doing this for a while as well. I feel like you can just tell when someone sounds a bit off. In the booking process.
I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but generally when it starts from the first initial text, you can kind of grasp someone.
Because I say no to a lot of people if I just get like off vibes for whatever reason. I'm just like, no.
Okay. And have you ever had like an incredible booking where you're like, fuck, that was awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like thinking about it now.
I think about him all the time.
Hello. Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, he's a lovely, obviously I can't disclose information about him. But he's a lovely younger gentleman from Sydney.
Okay.
Oh.
Sydney.
And he would come up to the Gold Coast once a month and we had a good time.
Oh, very nice.
Say that.
Very nice.
Well, hopefully you see him
He
this
was
time
very
around.
hot, but I haven't seen him for like 6-8 months.
You know what?
So I think he either, if he had a girlfriend, she found out,
or he's got a girlfriend.
or he now has a girlfriend.
Yeah,
You know, that makes me so sad. Nobody talks about this enough. Is sometimes you will get like somewhat attached to a client. Like it's not like a attachment, but it's also kind of like exactly what you said, like a hot client that you like spending time with, that you see regularly, and then one day they just disappear and you never hear from them again, and you're like,
and you almost want to reach out, be like, it's not my place to.
yeah, but it's exactly right. It's when they just disappear and you never see them again. That's just it.
You're like, why? What did I do?
Yeah, this is so funny. Come back.
Because I guess like for me, that's almost as if like people out there working, when someone you really enjoy working with leaves the company and you're like, fuck, it was so good to work with. But like in your case, I guess this is like a business marketing question, because I would imagine, I actually don't know the answer to this. I would imagine that you would reach out to somewhat regulars or guys that you're seeing and be like, hey, how's it going? Like, you know, when do you want to see each other again? Because it's like essentially good business. Do you guys ever do that? Do you like outreach and hit clients?
So there's a couple of things to keep in mind for things like that. Okay, some regulars that if you know their life dynamic and you know it wouldn't be affecting their life, you can do that. And some might tell you like, yes, can you please let me know? Can you please keep me updated if you're going to be in Melbourne again? Or like, you know, maybe you were talking about something and they might be like, oh, can you let me know how whatever, you know, was or whatnot.
Okay.
But obviously then you got a lot of clients that you might not know if they're married or you definitely know that they're married.
So you can't cross that boundary if they're at home with someone.
They just get a message. Just like, who's this?
So yeah, I try to.
Makes sense.
I will only message clients if they've told me, like, yes, please message me when
reach
you
out
come
to me,
back
let me
here.
know.
Or if they're regulars that I've seen for a long time that I just know that they don't. I know they don't have a partner and I know no one's looking at their phone.
Yeah, that'd be an awkward message popping up on the phone.
I literally have notes now next to people that I cannot contact unless they do so to me first, because there's been a couple of times that I had reached out and maybe ruffled a few feathers at home.
Ruffled a few feathers, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any messages from wives or girlfriends?
No, thankfully I haven't.
I've had a couple. And I remember when I got my first message from a wife, I'm like, I was pretty new. I think I was only in the industry for like maybe like a year or something. And I was like, I don't know what to do. What the hell? And then I just messaged like, you know, a couple friends in the industry, and I was like, what the fuck do you do when a wife messages you? And thankfully I had a few friends that has happened to that had been in the industry for a long time, and they said, yeah, just don't reply, just block the number. And I was like, okay.
I would probably do the same thing.
Well, yeah, well,
it's not my
discretion,
situation
right?
to fix.
And it's all, that's what they said. They're like, it's all about discretion. You don't know anything.
Yeah, you're just doing your job.
Yeah, that's right.
I actually have, I was chatting to a guy the other day on YouTube. He runs a channel, and this guy's got over 1 million subs. And one of the content pieces he does is he does like, what would you call it? Like cheating tests, essentially. So guys will message him and pay him and be like, I want you to check if my girlfriend would cheat. So then this guy will like slide into the girl's DMs and be like, hey, how's it going? Blah, and like hit him up and essentially and try me out. And this guy's like super good looking. He's very attractive. And he was saying that like, it was like a 70-30 ratio. I can't remember which one was which. It was either like 30% of people cheat, 70%. But anyway, it's like a lot of people cheating. Have you ever had anyone want to do that with you guys? Like, that'd be an interesting concept where they're like, yo, can you message my man and see if he'll cheat?
No.
I would like to, though.
Yeah, that'd be such an interesting thing, no?
The
only problem is the guy might,
I feel like I don't know if it would work the same going the other way, because I feel like most men probably would cheat.
Yeah, most girls probably wouldn't want to check. Yeah,
and most girls probably wouldn't want to know.
Yeah. Do you reckon most guys, though, like if you reached out to, say there's like 10 couples in Sydney and you reached out to all those guys, how many do you reckon would be like, yeah, sure?
7.
It would probably be more than 1 at least.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
More than 0. Yeah.
You have a lot of confidence. You're like 1 or 2.
I know. It'd
be interesting.
Well, I think it would depend on a few things. But I mean, because like obviously we work in a profession where there's a lot of guys
true.
with girlfriends and wives. So
I reckon like 85% of my gentlemen are in some type of relationship.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I would say mine's... I feel like mine would be about half, but that's even still like a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. I feel like you'd attract more of those guys because it's an easier way as an outlet, I feel. Like if you're going to cheat, right, you could try to do it going out to a club or jumping on Tinder, but it's so, I guess, easy for your wife or girlfriend to find out that way.
It's a lot high risk.
High risk, yeah. Whereas, as you said, discretion. If you just go to an escort, then it's like you almost guaranteeing that at least you guys aren't going to go out and say anything.
No, there's no attachment to it.
And you can delete the messages and know that a message isn't going to pop up in 2 days' time being like, hey, Saturday night was great.
Yeah, unless you make a mistake. All right. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought that would be crazy content. So if there's any guys out there that want to check, or girls, hit Cal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Send it to Kayla and I.
Exactly.
We'll slide into his DMs.
I think it'd be so interesting.
I have never slid into anybody's DMs, so I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Really?
Hey.
Never? You've never
Whose
once?
DMs have I slid into?
I don't know. I'm just surprised.
No, I don't.
Damn.
I haven't either. No.
Yeah.
Damn.
I like to meet people out in the wild. I'll hit on people in person.
Yeah.
Or I'll slide into someone's DMs if it's somebody that I like have met.
Okay.
Out. Like let's just say I met them out.
Okay, but not like a random slide.
And then, then wanted to like, reach out. But I haven't been like, oh, that guy on the internet is really hot. Let me just slide into his DMs. I feel like it probably...
You prefer to go get a PT.
Those parasocial...
That's exactly what I was about to say.
How is your PT going, by the way?
Oh my God. So I was talking to my PT about my podcast this morning, and I was like, yeah, I'm filming 2 episodes of the podcast today. He's like, one of these days I should listen to it. And I was like, no.
We've talked about him.
We talk about him so much.
Oh, that'd be so funny if he listens to it.
Oh my God.
Hey, if you're listening, what's up? Welcome.
I do know what you look like though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
good looking dude.
I haven't seen him.
Oh no, you did, didn't I? Posted him on my close friends.
Yes, I have seen him.
I think you showed me a photo when you first were looking through the brochure,
right.
but I don't remember. It's been a long time.
No, yeah, he goes all right.
Remember you were saying you were going through the brochure looking
but I didn't have a picture of him.
Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't then.
No, you didn't.
Oh, well, show me.
I just said that he looks like one of our friends, and that was the description I gave you.
That's very broad.
No, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, show me a photo later. I'm curious now.
Yeah,
all right, but how's it going?
Oh, well, him and I have each other on Instagram now.
Any progress? Or?
Well, he watches all my stories, and I'm like naked in all of them.
Damn, all right. We'll see.
Poor guy.
All right. Do you have a PT? Have you ever?
No, I train CrossFit, so it's like more like a group functional gym.
Oh, okay. Fair. All right. Sounds fair. She literally. Did you hear the story about the PT? How she found him?
Yeah.
Yeah, new Tinder essentially.
Yeah, all my close friends have been
informed. Yeah.
Oh, very much.
We know.
So.
We know.
We know. You guys are all in the cheers.
The community knows.
Yeah, perfect.
The important people.
All right, so you went from escorting, and then you made I was going to say transition, but you're doing both, right? Like, how did you get then into like content creation, OnlyFans?
It was about 3 months later.
Oh, very soon.
Oh, yeah, it was quite soon after I stepped into like in person.
Extra money.
Yeah. And I was like, well, they go hand in hand together. Yeah. So if I'm going to do one, I'm going to do the other. Yeah. But generally, it's the other way around. Yeah. Generally, you kind of dabble into the online creation, and then you go into the in-person.
Yeah.
But I just went head first.
Yeah. I guess, like, to be fair, you always think that is the curve where it's, like, easier to get into OnlyFans for most girls. But at the same time, I think if you are worried about, like, discretion, then escorting's probably easier to get
and I had my face blurred out at first because I still had my professional business, so I was like, I feel a bit more comfortable doing that.
Okay. And how long in until you got rid of the other business where you're doing hairdressing?
It was 3 years in.
You were 3 years in?
3 years in.
Oh, wow. So you were keeping it going for a while.
My apologies. No, I was 1 year in.
Oh, okay.
Other way around. It's been 3 years since I sold my business. So I was 1 year into escorting.
Yeah, nice.
But I pretty much had to come to like a crossroad.
Yeah.
Because a few of my male clients had found things online. Whether it was my content or my ad. And I was like, these can't cross.
Yeah.
A few of your hairdressing clients.
Yeah. I had probably about 20% of my clientele was male.
Okay. It slowly started increasing.
And they would make
ever since I've been doing this escorting thing, all my clients tend to be male in hairdressing. What's going on? I did find they were starting to come in a little bit more regular for a cut. And I never put two and two together. Yep. Until like they just discreetly mentioned they have seen things online, and I was like, how do you react to that? The guy like cutting hair is like, so I saw you online.
Because like you've got people either side of you. I had my staff who had no idea.
Oh my god!
And still don't have any idea. I don't think.
Damn.
So
still don't have any idea.
No, they don't follow me on social media. They may. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. I guess. Do you even care at this point?
No.
Or, yeah. It's like whatever.
But I still have a hard boundary. I would never see an ex-hair client. Still to this day. Never
Interesting. Will. Why is that such a big deal for you? Or like, why is
I think because I've known them in a different environment, like more of a professional environment. Yeah. So it just feels uncomfortable for me.
It feels icky.
I could be in this industry 10 years down the track and I still wouldn't see a hair client from 20 years ago.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you had anyone book you?
No.
No.
Yep. No. That's another hard boundary. Yeah, and I can't know someone.
I feel like a lot of people wouldn't book someone that they know. Because like I have a lot of like guys that I know that see escorts, but they've never booked me, and I don't think they would because that would just be weird. I've had one guy book me that I knew, but like I didn't even realize it was him because like we had known each other like long time ago. It was like 15 years ago, like in high school, and I didn't even realize that it was him until later that I put two and two together that was actually him, and I don't know if he knew that it was me or not.
So funny. You get to the end, you're like, I think I know you.
No, I didn't.
Have we aged that much?
Yeah.
But
crazy. Anyway, yes, that was the only
All
time.
right, so hard boundary. That's fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And which do you prefer? Is there like a preference, or is it all the same to you?
As in, do you prefer
OnlyFans, escorting?
Escorting all day, every day.
Yeah. Okay.
It's more authentic.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm not a content girly either. I really, I'm not. I like to talk to people, like interact.
You don't do that. Like, it's not all the time, but most of the time it's very staged. You know how the cum shot's going to happen before you've even got undressed.
Yeah.
That's right. And content it's all fake, right?
Yeah.
Even doing like, social media stuff, like, getting up, looking hot. I'm like, I just want to just look hot normally. I don't want to like,
stick
my ass out and do these. I just can't.
Just let me do my thing.
Yeah.
I know. Solo videos as well. I hate it because like that's not how I masturbate.
What's the difference between on camera to not on camera?
It doesn't look hot if I'm doing it myself.
Okay. Yeah.
It just doesn't look hot.
I can bend over and have rolls and I'm not getting judged by the viewer.
Exactly. And with me, I'm mainly just like rubbing, and it's all fingers as well, which they don't really want to see that. They want to see like a big dildo, and they want to see me being like, can you just do that again, please? Which I'm not doing that when I'm masturbating, but I'm just fucking silent.
Yeah, I am too.
That's so
I'm
interesting.
probably watching TV at the same time.
And I don't think I even make that much of a sound.
No, I don't.
I'm
silent. I'm fully silent.
Like my body moves, but I think my face would be like this.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I'm fully silent, and I'm like fully like clothed, fully silent, and the TV will be on or something like that.
If there was like a natural video that you put up, people would just be like, "Why are we watching Kat watch TV?"
They wouldn't buy it. They wouldn't buy it.
Why is she just lying on the couch watching TV? Is she asleep? What is happening here?
I'm probably
Not very sexy.
Cuddled up with a
and next thing you know, her body's twitching.
Is she having a seizure in there? Okay, all right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So do you enjoy, I don't know if I've spoken to you about this, like, how do I ask this question? When you're filming and performing, at the end of it, you're like, that was fun? Or is just all like, fuck, more work?
I would say it's more fun rather than...
If I had to ask someone like, hey, listen, your job today, okay, is to go jerk off, all right? And we're going to put a camera there. Most people will be like, that sounds fun. But too much standing, or is it?
So I would say, like, and working with other people. So this is why I don't do so much solo content. I literally, I have like 5 solo videos because I find them so cringe. I have a lot of content with other people, which I find that more fun, especially because it is much more actually pleasurable if there's a penis there.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I like that much more than a dildo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
How do you like? Are you the same? Because you have like porn videos as well. And do you do solos as well?
I'm kind of like you. I only have a handful.
I
don't ever get asked for them. So I'm like, why would I go to that effort of creating something that you don't want?
Okay.
Same as girl videos. For my personal subscribers, they're not a fan.
Do you have any preferences that most of your clients on OnlyFans typically ask for? Like, is there a sort of niche that you fit into there? Or
Big black cocks.
Oh,
really?
There we go. BBC action.
The bigger the better. The more the better.
Really?
They're like, I want a gangbang.
Is this more of the white blonde girl type of thing that's going on right now?
Yeah. So like when I went to America a couple of years ago, it's all everyone was asking for is like a black to raw gangbang.
Yeah. Well, that was like a trend, wasn't it? Where there would be like a blonde girl.
Yeah.
And they made
like
her look so small and little, and there's all these men around her.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't think of anything worse.
So you did actually go to America and do like a little filming stint?
Yeah, I toured America like with all the males over there.
Yeah, and how was that?
I came back with a really nasty UTI.
Oh, I bet.
Not an STI, a UTI.
Yeah.
And I tore my vagina in 4 places.
What are the 4 places? I didn't even know that.
Like 4 like minute, minuscule, like under the microscope, you need to see them.
Yeah.
Tears. I knew it wasn't just an UTI because like
Was that,
obviously it stings like when you wipe.
Yeah.
But when it was excruciating to walk like through the airport, I was like waddling with my friend Kenzie. I was like, this is not normal.
Yeah. So was this from the BBC action?
Well, I had 3, not at the same time, but I filmed 3 BBCs in one day within the space of 5 hours.
Oof.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. So not the most fun time in the world.
So that's why I'd never want to be part of a gangbang.
Yep. Yeah, too much.
I don't have enough holes.
I
only have one hole down here and one hole there.
Oh, I'll make new
not
holes.
news.
I
know. Yeah, I don't do anal either. I'm just. I would love to though. A gangbang is on my fantasy list. I'll do it before I die.
Yeah.
For sure. I think.
All right. Well, what happened in America? You were gonna have one, and then it didn't ever happen, right?
No.
Yeah.
It was not me.
What? What do you mean it wasn't?
No,
you?
I never had a gangbang planned.
No, but didn't you? Okay.
Want to?
No, I've never planned a gangbang.
Okay. All right. Well, one day.
Yeah, one
Never
day.
say never.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, there's any content creators out there that want to team up?
I need
Can
to
they
train my
preferably have
asshole
small
first.
dicks though?
Yeah, exactly.
Small dicks.
Yeah, small dick crew.
Small dicks.
Yeah.
I tried training my asshole, but
No, didn't work.
no.
Some assholes just don't like penises inside them, as I've come to learn.
And
Were you fine with toys though? Like when you say you tried training, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. I have like heaps of different sizes of butt plugs. I've got 2 dildos. One's actually kind of similar to the girth of this microphone.
Damn.
And I was able
Holy
to.
shit.
I got it in.
Your ass?
Yeah, I did a DP. So I had a smaller one in my pussy and a big one in my ass. But I just don't enjoy it.
Oh, okay. So you were able to like physically do it.
Yeah, I could physically do it. I just don't enjoy it.
Okay.
No, I love
that's
shit
fair.
going up my ass.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
I thought we were going to go an episode without talking about things up your ass, but
No, we haven't. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
There you go.
So have you stuck things up your ass then?
Yeah, all my clients finger my ass.
But
Yeah, I'm
you just
fine
don't
with
want
that.
anything bigger? Is that?
It doesn't fit. It just won't. My asshole
Have you
won't let it.
tried?
Yes.
Do you know why it doesn't
Believe
fit?
me, I have tried.
It's because you need to stand up and bend over.
Oh, standing. Too much standing.
Standing. She needs to
it's not
stand.
gonna-
It's because she doesn't
no.
stand.
I had
much
one of
effort.
my clients who's a
Way too much
doctor
effort.
really got me into the position that they put patients in when
Yeah.
they
Oh, no.
Yeah. And it was like, this is the best position to have something get stuck up your ass. So he's like, yeah,
He
we'll
knows,
do this one, it'll work. Yeah, this is like from proper doctor. And I was in like the patient position.
Yep.
He's like, this is the best one to open up your asshole, and it still didn't work. And
It's not the sexiest thing unless you're into the doctor role play. But if it's
it
like,
was just to try to get it in, like,
yeah,
and just wouldn't.
because the biggest thing, right, is the ability to relax, right? Because you have a bunch of muscles around there. As soon as they're tired, it's just not going to happen. Like, so yeah, the relaxing is the biggest thing. But
I'm very tense.
Yeah, mine
Yeah.
are tightening right now. No, thank you.
yeah, just thinking about it. All right. Well, then no ass play. Okay.
When are you? when
yeah,
are you
no.
That was my next question.
Don't. Every third episode, listen. What did you say? Close of business, not happening. Yep, that's
Yeah, mine's just a one-way street.
exactly. There
I'm
you go.
so open and in tune with my
Get outta
masculinity.
here. Listen, I'm happy going
Such a
bald,
liar.
all right, but the whole thing up the ass is just too much. I'm so sorry.
It's not for all men.
What
Not
if you
for
had
me.
to try it to get your hair back? If someone said, if you get a finger up your ass, I'll give you back all your hair.
One finger up the ass to my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that trade.
No.
Yeah.
Make it a dick the size of this.
A dick up the ass?
Oh.
A dick up the ass for your
I'll
hair?
go bald.
Or at least a dildo. Come on.
I'll go bald. That listen, talking about full tears, all right? Yeah, not a chance.
Nah, wasn't pleasant.
I'll stay bald on that front.
Yeah, when
But-
you got those tears, did they have to like sew it up? How did
No,
it?
because I said like they were like under a microscope.
Yeah,
She
like
could, my
micro tears.
gynecologist
So
could
just
see them.
no
It was
sex.
just the fact that like, when she'd touch them, I'd almost like shoot through the roof.
Yeah.
That type of pain.
And what did you think about working overseas compared to working here?
It's a whole different game over there.
It is, isn't it?
But it's more so from a professional standpoint, not necessarily like the sex. I definitely enjoyed it a lot more because everyone's a lot more, I don't know, business orientated, organized, but I wouldn't do it again.
I feel like they're so unorganized over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had, besides Kieran Lee, they were all incredibly organized.
I think everyone was like, yeah, just message me when you get here. And I was like, I know I need to know because I'm forking up a lot of money to go to the States from Australia.
You know, I couldn't do that. I'm OCD. So
Yeah.
like
No,
I had
yeah,
people
same.
like scheduled in like dates, times, locations.
So when you said you wouldn't do it again, what was the reason behind that? It just
I
didn't
think it
feel
was
as
just
fun, or
too
it doesn't
much.
feel.
Like I shot 17 scenes in 7 days.
Oh Jesus! So it was just
and
like
they
you
were
were just
all
doing a
males.
lot of.
There was no girl.
Oh, okay.
There was
okay.
sometimes like threesomes.
Okay.
But I think I just try to cram so much in
Okay.
to such a small period of time.
So if you were to be there for holidays or something anyway, and then you could do a couple of scenes, like that would
Yeah.
be fine for you. It was just going there to fit so many in and
Yeah.
all that pressure in.
Yeah. I was only there
all
for
the-
2 weeks. And the
Yeah.
second week in Miami, I didn't shoot anything. I had to cancel my whole week because my
Yeah.
vagina was broken.
Yeah, fair.
God.
Ouch. Did you like America otherwise? Did you get to experience a little bit, travel around?
No, I didn't explore anything besides my hotel room or someone else's room.
No. Oh
The
my
most I
god.
saw was when I flew in and flew out.
Oh my god, this sounds like a real bad trip.
It wasn't bad. I was just
Well,
there
Just
like
work.
pure
Yeah,
there
just
to
work.
shoot.
All right.
That's
yeah.
a-
Because
I
like
get-
you said, it's so expensive. Like that cost me like 22 grand.
Yeah, it
for
is.
2 weeks.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to make your money back.
I want to make
Yeah.
it back on my video sale, so I
No,
need to
100%.
shoot.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
Yeah.
right.
No, I guess I'm the same. Like, I'm going to New York for work, and I'll be there for like 3 weeks. And yeah, it's super expensive. And I am just like working pretty much the whole
Just
time.
came back from New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah, there you go. It's cold, no?
Yeah, it was minus 13 on Christmas Day.
Fucking hell, Jesus.
Yeah.
Why'd you go in winter?
I wanted a white Christmas.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
cute.
okay, that's
And
fair.
was it good?
That is cool.
Yeah, it actually snowed on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
Stop.
that's nice.
That's awesome.
Was there actually
Yeah.
like there's snow like around, like in
Yeah,
the streets? and
like there
stuff,
was
right?
actually snow on the streets and obviously and snowfall at the same time.
That's
Oh, that's
pretty baller.
cute.
That's cool. Did you go anywhere else or just New York?
Orlando for a week to do Disney and Universal because I'm a big kid.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I love.
All right, you get to hold this now, whereas
We're passing the baton.
exactly, yeah, kids drink.
Yeah, no, I still love my theme parks as well. I've been to theme parks too.
Yeah,
I-
fuck yeah. I
I
love
would
it too. I
honestly
think it's
tour
cool.
America, not for work, purely just
Yeah.
to do all the theme
All
parks.
the
Oh,
parks, yeah.
can I join?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need a buddy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so down. I had a
Yeah.
client take me to Movie World once, and
Yeah,
This
what
is
are
only
they
like a
still
couple
going?
years ago.
They're
Yeah.
still like Movie World, SeaWorld.
They just opened a Wizard of Oz world.
What?
Wizard of Oz.
Really?
Is there
Like a yellow
rides?
brick road. Yeah, there's 2. But I think they're a
Only two
little bit
rides,
more.
Okay.
is this more kiddie?
Yeah,
Like a kid's?
they're not
okay.
roller coasters.
Okay.
They're not
Yeah.
like the big one at the front.
Yeah, fuck. I haven't been to like Movie World Dream. It's fucking so long. I forgot we had them. To be honest.
I can see Dream World, like the Tower of Terror from my house.
Oh, there
really?
You go. It's close.
Yeah, I'm very close to all of them.
Oh my God. Do you get like your like yearly passes?
I used to, but
Yeah.
I think because I've done them so much, I'm like, I can't. And now that I've been to America and seen their
doesn't
theme parks,
compare.
I'm like, it doesn't
Oh
justify.
yeah, the roller coasters are so much better in America. I remember my parents took me to America when I was, I don't know, I think like 10 or 11 or something, and we just theme parks every day. Yeah. I was like, these roller coasters are the best.
Do you know what's fun? I went to Treetop. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
I think it's called Treetops.
Treetops, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Like they hook you up to a harness and shit. You walk across like beams and fucking obstacle
Mount
courses
Tamborine?
and shit. No, this is it's out Western Sydney near where I guess we grew up. But yeah, that was so much fun.
I think I was supposed to do that once with someone, and then it never ended up happening.
Yeah, it's cool though.
I feel like we just need a theme park.
They have
here.
like the little flying fox shit too, but these
got
like you go
Luna Park?
flying.
It's not a theme park.
Oh, that's shit.
We used to have Wonderland. Yeah, do you remember Wonderland?
Wonderland was. Did you ever
I've
be?
never heard of Wonderland.
It was basically.
This was amazing.
It was basically Dream World, but
better. I'm just saying
happened to
it's
it?
better because it was my childhood.
What actually happened to Wonderworld? It closed down.
Wonderland? Wonderworld? Wonderland?
Wonder something.
Wonder something. Anyway, I forget.
Yeah, maybe it was Wonderland.
I think it was Wonderland. I don't know. Fuck it. But I don't know what happened. They got bought out and closed down.
Yeah, I don't really know. It was always packed.
But that was fun.
We have a Wet and Wild now, but that's like the worst theme park.
I'm not sure if I've been there. Have you been to the Wet and Wild here?
No.
Yeah, I'm not. It's big though. It's massive.
Well, I think it's called something different now. I think it's called like Raging Waters.
Raging Waters. That's the one. Yeah.
But yeah, but
There you
Wet
go.
and
If you want
Wild
things to do.
Wet and Wild is literally the
hours.
worst theme park because there's no roller coasters, and it needs to be hot to go. Like you're not going in winter.
That's true.
It's the
but
worst theme park.
That can also be a positive. It's fucking hot. You go to the water park.
Yeah, there's too packed. There's kids everywhere. No,
Yeah,
you
there are a
need.
lot of fucking
piss in all the
annoying
pools.
kids,
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
literally it's
true.
the worst theme park to have here. Like we need a movie world or something here.
Yeah, true. All right. Well, or we could just go Queensland. It's our other option.
Yeah, there's 4 theme parks that are quite close together.
Yep. All right. We'll do a theme park tour.
Anyway, clients and fucking fingers
Yeah.
up the arse.
Sorry, where do we go? Yeah, things up there. So no
Detoured
things
off
up the
track a
arse.
little bit.
Yeah, and so you're saying, okay, they love the BBC action, but you don't love the BBC action.
Yeah,
if
I
it's-
do, but
if
just
it's
not multiple BBCs at once.
Okay, so BBC spread out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
fair, cool. All right, and is there anything in particular you love to film? Or it's
Amateur. Just amateur.
just amateur.
Anything
yeah.
amateur.
All right.
Because I
happy
filmed
days.
so many pro scenes. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been there, I've done that. I'm over
Okay.
it.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, because you have done. Have you done Brazzers?
No, I didn't end up doing. No
Have
Brazzers.
you filmed for actual porn companies?
No, just Riggs Films here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's different, isn't it? Like, amateur stuff. It is a lot more natural, isn't it? Than when you've got like a cameraman being
There's
like,
more
"Oh, can you do it
enjoyment.
again so I can get it from a different angle?"
Yeah, like when you have someone like over your shoulder breathing
Like,
on you,
fuck off.
and you're on the bed like,
Yeah. Well, and more so for the guy as well. Like, I find that guys tend to like
it's very deterring.
I feel like the male performers tend to be a little bit not as into it as I guess they would normally be because they've got like obviously another guy there like watching them.
Yeah, that'd be fucking weird. Holy shit. Like
You've had sex in front of people.
Yeah, but not like they're involved. Like I've done a lot of group stuff, right? So it doesn't worry me if my mates like in the room too, or we're like fucking the girl together or some shit like that. I'm completely fine with having however many guys you want in the room. But if someone's just standing there holding a camera, that
they're
feels way
breathing over
different.
your
Yeah,
shoulder.
that feels like if we're all involved in this together and we're all like have a sexual energy and having fun here, cool. But if there's some guy just sitting there like holding it, that'd be really weird for me. I'd be like, dude, like, what are you doing? I'd feel, yeah. I don't know how I'd deal with that.
Yeah.
Too much.
See, we get the good end of the stick. We just get to lay there.
No standing. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. No
Even the
standing
cameraman
there.
is standing. Yeah. Working hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we put you boys to
Man,
work.
doing all the work. Yeah.
So you should because you get to fuck women.
You get to fuck guys laying down, doing nothing. Except this face.
We've said this on the podcast before. All you men know that if you have to stand or plank all day to fuck a girl, you would do it.
How long can you plank for?
If I had to stand to fuck a guy, I just would not do it.
How long can you plank for?
Over a minute.
Give me a time.
I don't
Like
know.
2 minutes.
I don't know. I've done minute-long planks as like part of like a workout, but not over that.
How long can you plank for?
If it's in a
miss?
competition with other people, I'll
Yeah.
plank as long as I can till I win.
Oh.
I'm incredibly
What time
competitive.
do you reckon that is?
Upwards of 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. We did a Survivor weekend away. I don't think I told you about this, but we went away for a weekend, like 3 days. We camped. We had this a Survivor event. We had a planking challenge there, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do pretty well at this, okay? I got like 5 minutes. I thought I was great. Some motherfucker did 14 minutes.
What's wrong with that person?
14 minutes of planking. I was like, yo, what the fuck? That's insane, right?
How long did you get?
I got like 5 minutes. I thought that was good. I was like, fucking
That's
5 minutes.
phenomenal.
I thought it was great until this guy fucking tripled it. I was like, you're insane. This guy's a beast. But anyway, I'm more of a stander. You know what I mean?
You can stand all day.
Yeah, I can
So
stand.
you can do a solid 14 minutes of standing.
Yeah, I got it covered. Happy days. All right. So, what are your plans for the future? What's happening? Anything changing with the OnlyFans? Any tours you're coming up? What do you got going on?
OnlyFans is actually something I'd like to slowly get out of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I just don't enjoy it as much anymore. And I find as the years are going on, there's a lot less creators to work with, especially men.
Well, there's no men.
There's heaps of females that want to work with you, but like I don't shoot it and I don't overly enjoy it. So as the years go on and there's less men to work with, I'm like, well,
What's the
I
point?
can't go back and shoot with the same male for the 16th time. Like,
Yeah, that's
how's
right.
that enjoyable for a viewer? So like I still have it and I still do enjoy it, but I'm just finding it harder to create fresh new content. So
Yeah.
I reckon in the next maybe 12 months, it will not be existent.
Damn.
But
Will you
Dunno.
still have the page there, or will you, but just like not actively post?
You take down the page.
I reckon I'd take it down.
And just
How come?
full-time escort.
Yep.
Oh my God. That's cool though.
Why not just leave the page there? There will still be people that like subscribe now.
I still have to provide people with videos. Like
Okay.
they can't just click on a video and they can purchase it. Like it still has to be sent to them.
You still have to like be messaging.
Yeah, I still
and
have
stuff.
to be messaging.
Okay.
Even if I like put up a little blurb that says it's like it's
Yeah.
not run by anyone,
Yeah, I get you.
I still have to go on to
Still
actually physically
annoying
send
and
things.
yeah,
And I'm like,
you just kind of
yeah,
I think once
It's a
my
lot of
head's
effort.
clicked out and I'm like,
yeah,
then I'm done.
with it.
Yeah, it is a lot of
Kind of like
effort.
with hairdressing. Like I was already getting to that point of 15 years that I'm done. So it was like the right timing to stop.
Cool.
So that's kind of where I'm heading with OnlyFans.
Damn.
It's a very saturated market.
Okay.
So to
Yeah,
have
more
a
so
very
now.
particular niche and do well these days isn't easy.
And to be fair, this AI thing is going to be crazy soon. I reckon there's going to be like AI OnlyFans accounts popping up.
Oh, there is
They are.
already.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
But I just don't see them fully. Like they'll probably make some money, but I don't see them displacing real women.
Yeah, I mean, it's just back to the point where it just saturates the market.
Because
Makes it a bit harder.
what it will come down to is preference. You will have guys that will prefer, like, because you have guys that watch hentai and stuff like that, guys that are into these AI chatbot girlfriends and whatever. So you have guys that are into it, and that is just what they like. So it services, there is a market for it. But then there's a market for guys that like real people.
But what I'm saying is, I think it's going to get to a point, maybe not anytime too soon. We'll get to a point where there'll be like a girl that's AI that will have like an Instagram page with videos on it and shit, her photos.
There
on
is already.
Yeah, and so like people will think it's real. They'll be like, "Oh, this is the real."
No, that's happening now already.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like you can still tell that it's not real.
For now, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think
Have
it'll
you
get
seen
to a
the
point.
robots that look like real women?
Yeah.
They're
that's
scary.
It's kind of creepy. Yeah.
But again, like I feel like a lot of people. I see a lot of girls like freaking out about it. I just don't think.
From
You
an
can't
escorting point of
replace-
view, yeah, you're right.
You
From
can't replace like real connection, and
Yeah.
and eventually, it'll probably make our prices probably go up, probably because it'll probably become increasingly harder to have companionship with real people
Yeah,
in
that's
the
a good
future.
point. That's a good point.
So
Yeah, wait and see. Wait and see. All right, so getting rid of OnlyFans. Do you have any tools and stuff coming up? Obviously, you're in Sydney now. But
well, by the time this airs, that's
Yeah, actually, I've got Auckland in March.
oh, there you go. Okay,
Yeah, for a few
awesome.
days. But
Sounds
that's
good.
my only upcoming tour.
Yep. How long are you going to Auckland for? You're
3
working
days.
and then you come. You're crazy.
I don't go to sightsee.
Damn.
I've been to all these places before.
Yeah, yeah.
people tell me that. So I'll go on tour to somewhere, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, did you go here? Did you go there?" And I'll be like, "No, I've been working.
Yeah.
Like I've been in the hotel." And they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, why don't you go? To do this hike?" And I'm like, "Because I don't have time."
Yeah.
That's ball standing.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here, right?
I don't think of anything worse.
All right. Well, cool. Yeah, sounds good. All right. Anything else? Or you want to wrap up?
Yep.
Easy.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Where can people find your stuff? Oh, obviously, OnlyFans. They got to get in soon, otherwise it might be gone. So jump
Well,
in.
you got 12 months, fellas.
But how can they find you? Should they look up your Instagram and
Instagram,
Linktree?
Twitter.
Yep.
It's everywhere.
Easy.
Yeah,
We'll pop your description down below. People can just click the link.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Thanks.